Welcome to the Weekly Growl, where bold conversations meet good coffee. Every Tuesday night, Bayou goes live to talk men's grooming, mental health, coffee, culture, and the gear that actually matters. No fluff, no filters, just real talk. This is the show that keeps it raw, bold, and unapologetic. So grab your mug, let's growl.
What's up, mes amis? What's happening, my friends, neighbors, and countrymen, and all that kind of stuff? Welcome back for another edition of the Weekly Growl. And this week, as always, we have something spectacular. And I say we, it's me, myself, and I. Oh, my cat Smokey, he's over there sleeping on the bed, so he's helping out. But anyway, we're just really pumped to bring this to you because I have a special guest tonight and someone that we in the beard community know, but we don't know enough about what all he does. Yes, we know he makes great products, but we also don't know that he has other many talents. And without further ado, let me bring on our friend, our brother, Mr. Kevin Pitts.
Hey.
Yay! Welcome, my brother. Welcome, my brother.
Thank you.
You had shared some screenshots, some signage that unfortunately I was unable to incorporate into my reels in the show. It's been a daunting week with all of its challenges, and every day has its challenges.
Absolutely.
But yeah, there are multiple things that I wish to speak of, and
bring one on at a time.
Yep, and we got E is here. Thank you, E, and good evening, Randy R. So glad you could join us. But yes, we're going to get real into everything, because many of you may or may not know, but Kevin is, he's kind of a tech guy, and he's somebody that I call up and say, hey, dude, I don't know what the hell's wrong. In fact, I was having difficulties with my stuff, and I haven't asked him yet for a solution because I got a temporary fix otherwise. But well, greetings and salutations there, Dino. I'd really appreciate it. That's my bad Santa brother. But yeah, and my homie Michael Romy. Well, jump on in, Mike, because we got some fascinating things to discuss. The first one, obviously to me, not anybody else, and I would share my screen if I could remember how, is the fishing pit stop.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
And it's I find it fascinating because not because it's fishing, fishing is fishing, but you have a different take than I personally am accustomed to, because your mode of transportation is not what I would typically consider. And how is it that you do your fishing?
Did we lose him? Did I lose him?
I'm still here, as far as I know. Yeah, I'm still here, but I don't know what's going on here. I don't hear you, Kevin. Let's see. Oh, I heard you briefly. And now I'm hearing you again. I hear background noise anyway. Yes, we're just having technical difficulties all the way around.
I think I'm back.
Okay, there, you're back. Okay. Yeah, I was discussing I was opening into the fishing pit stop, and I was mentioning about how your mode of transportation is different than anything that I was familiar with, because it's not so. When you think of it, yeah, I just think of getting from point A to point B. And just please tell us about your mode of transportation for your fishing.
So, you know, it's so easy to put this thing in the back of the truck and just go with it. I mean, and at the end of the day, you also get exercise from it. But I bought a fishing kayak that is designed specifically for fishing and not recreational. So, although it will go up and down the river and ocean and not our ocean, lake, um, it it can go in the ocean too. But it's a pedal kayak, so it's kind of like a bicycle,
Well,
and
it's
yeah.
funny you mentioned that, because my brother came in from Malaysia, and he's staying with us. He told me about that. He said, "Oh yeah, man, they have kayaks with pedals on them." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Really?" Yeah, I've heard of the pedal boats and stuff, but a pedal kayak, that's an
Yeah.
interesting
So
concept.
this one actually, the way it works is so, say you've got the prop running underneath the kayak, and say you come along. This one, instead of just going bump, you hit a log or something, and then you're like jarred. Well, this one will actually fold up so you can go across it.
Oh
It's really
wow,
neat. Yeah.
that is too cool. So, do you have a limited capacity of how much you can catch when you're in a kayak?
Oh, no, no. Limited capacity of people is one.
Oh yeah, yeah,
um,
yeah. I get
but
that.
unless it's a small child or something. But I mean, I got a little 11-footer. It's 80 pounds, and so you've got fishing spots for your poles. I've got a pack in the back that houses all my tackle, and of course, I've got a cup over here off to the right hand side. I use it more for lure storage rather than actual water.
Oh, come
Because I
on now,
mean,
yeah.
you got your lure and you just snip it off and you put it in that little cup. And then, when you get to shore, then you can, go through all the boxes. But when you're on the water, that is when it's game time, because you're throwing out to the next time. So the quicker you can get that lure back in there, that much, you're saving that much more time. So,
Now, where do you put your beer?
well, I quit drinking beer when I was probably 6, so I don't
When you
carry
was,
beer with me.
did you say 6? As
Yes,
in,
sir. Yeah, as in.
okay, I don't want to know.
No, I can tell you. But no, I was a one and done person. So
Okay, well, some people believe that it's not how much fish you catch, it's how much beer you drink.
no, that's
And, it's nothing like an ice cold beer in one hand with a line in the water. And, most times, it doesn't even matter if you have a lure or bait or anything else.
oh yeah,
It's
yeah.
just the solitude and the serenity.
Yes, it is. It's very peaceful.
Hmm?
He needs to get his nanny.
Oh, and my brother is invading our studios to, to take his, because he needs his drugs. And say hello for the camera right there. Well, he's showing us his drugs, but it's Ziggy from Ziggy with it.
There you
Yeah.
go.
He's live direct here from all the way in Malaysia.
Oh,
And
wow.
he knew. Yep. And like I said, he knew about the paddle canoes. I didn't. He's the
Well,
one who told me
yeah, and there's a
kayaks. I
difference.
mean, yeah, kayaks.
Yeah,
I'm
I
sorry.
was gonna say there's a difference between kayak and a canoe. But no, I mean, I have fun with it. Now ever since a tree hit our house during the storm, there was a small tornado came in, hit our house. I haven't been on the water this year because of that. Just finally getting the house settled, the contractors in and out, and then taking everything out of those rooms, moved them into either offices or the living area, and a fiasco, man. But then we're also trying to do candles, and still trying to do websites and photography and videography, and so yeah, it just hadn't had time to get it on the water this year. It really sucks.
Okay, well, so I have to pose a question. What exactly is the fishing pit stop? Is that just something you came up with, or is that a business, a service you provide?
No. Like all the great people, they and see what I do. My thought process originally was that I hadn't been on the water in almost 20 years when I first started. So I was coming at it as a noob, as someone, hey, I got a fishing pole. But, obviously I knew more, but just coming at it at a different way, trying to give pointers, my point of view, maybe a special knot that my granddad taught me, just little things like that.
So you're doing content creation with this.
I was trying to, yeah. And,
Okay.
like I did buy a couple new reels and did, kind of some videos reviewing the reels. So I was, like I said, I was trying to do more of it. And I thought I was in 24, late 23, early 24. I was really out there almost every weekend. We even had a storm come in, and I mean, massive 45 mile per hour, big storm that was coming in, and I was out there while I was getting those last casts, trying to get that big one, and
Yeah,
so
I guess.
but
so
it was fun. It really, I love to fish. I was raised on the lake, and that's where I want to be, when I retire. So,
gotcha. Okay. So obviously, since this kayaks are only one person, you're
well,
not
they do
doing
make two-seaters.
okay, but you're not booking charter fishing
No,
trips
no.
or anything.
No.
Okay, so
they
don't have to
they
worry
do
about
have
a 3-hour tour.
no. They do have a league, a professional kayaking or bass kayaking league. I was going to
Wow.
join it. Yeah, these guys get serious, just like your regular bass tournament with the big boats and $100,000. I don't think it's up that high. I think I think it's around 50,000. But just depending on the tournament you get in. But it's a little community, just like the beard community. So it's just another one to get into. It's just like I don't know. I got these. Let me take it out of the package here. I got these brand new lures, and I hadn't even used them yet. And it sucks.
Oh, that's a shame, man.
This one's purple. It's mainly for small bass and perch and crappie. But yeah, a guy up north, SDG, I believe, or SGD, I forget. He actually makes these. He's got a YouTube channel and he makes them there. And so he ran a special and said, "Hey, put a bunch out." And luckily, I got a few. So, but yeah,
Oh,
I got
that's cool.
yeah, I got. I mean, I'm a sucker for. I could buy lures all day long. It's sad.
It's kind of like me with beard products.
Yeah.
Well, me with beard products or me with shoes. But yeah, well, that is cool. If anybody has any questions, please. Oh, looks like my wife. I mean, this random person. I don't know who it is. Oh, I've got a question. I wonder who that person could be. Who stole Lion of Judah from me?
Oh.
But yeah, let's see. Well, so what is your question, Moonbeam's Lighthouse?
I'll have to name a candle, Moonbeam's Lighthouse. Well, we have one that's called Moonlit Waters.
I'll have to look into that. Is it in a beard scent?
That's a more relaxing fallish, winterish scent, but it's got lavender in it. So
Okay, well, fishing girl raised with only boys. Favorite all time is a little George for bass. Okay, so what is your question? And yes, there's Brian Muirhead, aka Ziggy with. I don't know why he's not on his Ziggy with it profile, but yeah, yes. Okay, so what is your question, Moonbeam's Lighthouse? And don't take forever because
I'll knock your brains out of your head, Annie.
oh wow.
yes. Has he used it? Have you used Little George?
I'm not familiar with the name. I'll have to look that one up.
Okay, that is, if I recall correctly, that was the name it's called around here. But when you go order it online on Amazon, it has a different name. I just don't remember.
Yeah. So that is basically a different style of spinnerbait. It's like a crankbait, but a spinnerbait. I assume they come up to half ounce and maybe even a quarter and eighth. Maybe 3/16, maybe very normal. So, but I've used something very similar to it. Yes.
Okay, well, she wants to send you one of hers, and hey,
What?
I think I actually might have his address. I wonder how I got that.
Well, I appreciate that.
I just don't know if she's going to be able to find it, but because yeah, we've had several move since the last time we went fishing.
Right.
But hey, she doesn't ask me where I hide my stuff. I don't ask her where she hides her stuff.
There you go. There you go.
But yeah, we'll have to see about getting that out to you. Now, don't anybody else get any ideas? We're not doing a giveaway right now. I'd give you a pair of my old shoes that I don't want to wear anymore. No, kidding.
But no, my dad passed away, and I inherited a bunch of his stuff. He lived on the lake for several years, and then kind of moved from house to house, still on the lake before he settled in and finally got the one he was wanting. And yeah, we had a pier and had a little, I wouldn't say closet, but maybe a tackle room there on the pier. That way,
oh, wow,
easy access, just store everything out there, and you don't have to worry about keeping it at the house or anything. So
that's convenient for not having to haul stuff.
Oh yeah. So eventually, like I said, that's my goal, is to get back on the lake. So,
well, Ziggy wants to know if you ever hooked it to anything so big that it drug you around like a motorboat.
the 3-pound bass that I caught, And you might see it on one of these videos that I'm playing in the back. But if you get a big enough fish, I mean, it will pull you around, no doubt. No doubt.
Well, yeah, he was telling me about some guy over there on his side of the world who fishes in a little tiny boat and gets dragged around. And I said, kind of like the old man in the sea. And he said, yeah.
Yeah, especially when you get out into the ocean and you get those fish, I mean, that are just so big that I can't, the big ones, those will drag you for miles.
So we've got right next door, so to speak, of where my house is in Washington's Bayou Catawba, and some of the largest alligator garfish known to man have been reeled in there. I remember when I was in elementary school, my best friend lived behind my grandparents' house. His dad caught one that was 7 foot 11 inches.
Oh, that's it?
Hey, man. Kids swam around in that water. That's a monster, dude. That's a freaking monster as far as I'm concerned. That made up my mind that I was not going swimming that damn bayou.
I understand that. I remember when I was a kid, my dad and I was in the boat. And, of course, it's an aluminum boat. It's like maybe 12, 14 feet long. And all of a sudden, he said, reel it in, hurry up, reel it in. I was like, okay. And so I was reeling it in, and we just sat there. And I was like, Dad, what are we doing? He's like, it's coming. And all of a sudden, you saw the back of it. And it's kind of like Jaws, the fin was poking out of the water. And all of a sudden, the boat's all, it went underneath the boat and all. Oh, yeah, man. It was, and that joker, I mean, like you said, 7, 8 feet long. Yeah, no problem.
He's going under the boat. Yes, Jaws is one of my all-time favorite movies. You're going to need a bigger boat. All right, now what you talking about there, Romy? Fish freak me out. I've never been able to touch them to take the hook out. I'll cut the line before touching it.
I mean,
that's only if you catch one, man. You don't go fishing to catch fish. You go fishing to get the hell away from everything.
When it comes to catfish, I've had enough catfish. They're a bottom feeder. Now you channel cat, they're a little bit higher in the water table, but
oh man, but
I know they're good. They're good eating, but they're slimy as all get out. They are.
It amazes me that something that will eat anything, bottom feeder will eat anything, I can just taste so damn good.
Oh, absolutely. A little cayenne pepper, a little onion, a little lemon.
There's a place in Gulfport called Catfish Charlie's. Mm-hmm. They're only open Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights, and it's all you can eat catfish and hush puppies. Ooh. And it's all pond raised catfish. They have a pond, little boardwalk and whatnot out there, and you can actually go outside and feed the catfish.
Oh, wow.
Yes. And the water's probably only about, I don't know, maybe 2-3 feet deep at the most.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, the catfish, catfish aren't jumping, paddle wheel pumping, black water keep. No, the Doobie Boys got it wrong because catfish don't jump. At least not any I've ever seen.
Not really. Every once in a while you get a good one in the river, and which I'm not a river guy at all. I'm not a river guy at all. I've fished it a couple of times, and there's a river next to us that's called the Sabine that I want to take it from all way north and come all the way down south for a good while. And I think it would be probably an all-day trip, in the kayak. But once again, that river, man, if you don't know what you're doing, it'll swallow you. It will.
Oh, it'll swallow you. Well, the Sabine is so small. It's this little teeny tiny drainage ditch that runs between Texas and Louisiana.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll actually go all the way to Toledo Bend, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes. And there's Mr. Mark Johnson. What's going on, buddy?
Hey, Mark.
Yes, but yeah, it's a little tiny river. But you know that is the topic that piqued my curiosity the most. But I'd also like to, if there's no other questions about the kayak fishing, I'd like to move on to Pixels by Pitts, which apparently we haven't advertised enough because, you know, it's not a household name yet. Give me
It's
time.
not. I've been in computers. Oh, wow. I had my first computer when I was 12, I think.
Damn, man, computers back then? Oh, wait, I forget.
Yeah.
You're so much younger than me.
Well, I'm 42, so
Yeah, you're a youngster.
Yeah.
You're a youngster.
So, but yeah, I rebuilt them for years, and then got into laptops, rebuilt those. I recently rebuilt an iPhone, and it works.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, wrong button. I'm not an iPhone user or a very good one, but I do like Mac Pro.
What did you do to it? Just for I'm asking for a friend, you know.
Well, so I bought this used on the Facebook market, and I mean it got hit like somewhere in here, and it punctured the battery, and the battery swole up. Ooh. So it cracked the screen. The screen was all cracked, and then it was so. I mean, I thought I enjoyed electronics, but when you get into phones, you really got to know what you're doing. I actually broke one of the 5G antennas getting it out. I didn't even know it was there, and all of a sudden, this little ribbon just gone. So I just use it here at the house, you know, for recording webcams or you know, cameras, you know, just something like that.
Yeah, the rear-facing camera on iPhones is well, it's superior to my USB plugged-in camera as well as my built-in camera on my PC here.
Oh yeah,
and I'm just using an iPhone 11. If I were to use my 15 Pro Max, it would be even better.
Oh yeah,
but yeah, Apple does. I'm not going to say they got a lock on the market, but Apple is great with the rear-facing camera for up-close stuff, for video and stuff like that. But if you getting into distance shots and zoom, the Android phones are just in a whole different category.
Right, and Apple. That's why I also started with mirrorless cameras also. So I was tired of just barely getting the shot or couldn't, you know, get that reach with the iPhone or even Samsung with its 200 X zoom that they offer at that one time. But so I got into mirrorless and started playing and practicing with it, and now I've got a new Luminix S5 II, and I mean I've got heck of a setup now, man. I am in hog heaven.
That sounds like
actually, I mean, that's what you're seeing me on right now.
Yeah, it's definitely an inexpensive model. I'm sure not.
Hey, you know, it just depends on the sale. I mean, I was looking at spending over $2,000 for a used one and lenses, and it was $2,100, and it came with 2 lenses, and I was like, that's a no-brainer. No-brainer.
Yeah, that will definitely outperform any of my phones here. But, you know, when I initially started out doing content creation, and live streaming with Dagan,
Mm-hmm.
I was looking to get my own web camera. I was doing all this on a Chromebook,
Ooh.
and yeah, and I was
Ooh.
borrowing my son's web camera, and he would come over, set it up. I would do the live stream, and then he would bring it home. And I got tired of, him having to come back and forth with the camera. So I said, okay, I'm going to just buy me a web camera, because my son convinced me that the camera on my Chromebook was just absolute trash, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
And
I mean, it'll do the job for what you need, but it's not.
Well,
when you start getting into YouTube and stuff, I mean, granted, it is what it is, at the end of the day, as long as you can see them, but at least your audio is on point, most people won't even care.
Well, I had a microphone. I had an external mic.
Yeah.
And at the time, it was a Blue Yeti. But then as I started shopping around, Dagan didn't talk me into this one. He said, hey, I got this mic that quit working. If you pay for the shipping, I'll send it to you. You can have it. And I was like, okay, let me get this straight. First and foremost, if you send it to me, you have no problem with the distinct probability that it will get destroyed, because I was going to open it up and see what was wrong with it. Well, he sends it to me, and all I need to do is just get plugged in, and it's working fine. But the camera, back to the camera issue, I was checking out all kind of stuff, and I'm trying to keep this within my budget, which is almost non-existent. But he asked me, he said, okay, what do you need a 4K camera for? I said, oh, look cool and everything. He says, okay, when we live stream together, he said, what are most people watching the stream on?
Phones.
I said, their phones.
Yeah.
Exactly. He said, dude, phones can't even display it in 1080p most of the time. The only people that are going to notice if you have a 4K camera are the people that are watching it on a big screen. And then, for that matter, hey, what's up, Frankie? You may have a 4K camera, but dependent on where you're streaming, what platform you're streaming on, like for instance, right now, we're only streaming in 720p.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, some of your services, they only go up to 1080, and that's it. And it's not even a good 1080.
Yeah, it's not a real 1080. Yeah.
It's just barely called 1080. So I mean, it is what it is. But I mean, as long as you got good audio, a lot of times people will just bypass the fact that the video is not good, per se. But
yeah, because obviously people aren't tuning in just to see me. It must be what I have to say, because if we're basing this on looks alone, I probably wouldn't have any viewership. But hey, I'm okay with that. I'm going to therapy 4 days a week, so I'm learning to accept these things. Oh, and see, Kevin just flipped, and
I think I lost you.
There he is, but I'm still here. I'm not lost. I'm not found either, for that matter, but I'm definitely not lost. Yep. And my wife is agreeing with you about the audio. She'll scroll past bad audio.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Which I need to buy a better mic, which I think this one's a real good mic. But, just trying to step up my game a little bit here, a little bit there. Definitely helps, the more you practice and the better you get. And then the software, with AI and all its fundamentals, it helps also with audio too. So,
yeah. And really, in my situation, I've got all of these wonderful things that I just love to get. Cameras, gimbals, mics, all this stuff. And it's like, at the end of the day, I'm not utilizing what I have now to its fullest extent. It's kind of pointless to spend money that I don't have on equipment that, not going to say that I wouldn't use it, but if I'm not going to put it to work from day one, no, I can't justify that expense.
I mean, I recently, upgraded to this camera here, and I was using my other camera to the max. Like I could tell my level was higher than the level of the camera, and it was just at that point where I needed to do something. And look, I've been talking about it for months, and boom, there that sale came along, and I was like, yeah, that's it. Let's pull the trigger. So.
Oh, I hear you. Yeah, and I don't hear any yelling, so my wife must not be yelling at him. She probably just beating him. But yeah, it's nice to have great equipment, but great equipment is useless if you don't use it.
Yeah,
there's no point in it.
Well, I mean, it's just like this little guy right here. DJ Action.
DJI?
Yeah, DJI Action 3.
Oh, wow.
I wanted the 4 when it came out, but I didn't get it. And then, look, I haven't been on the water in a whole year. So it's a good thing I didn't get it. So, I mean, I would have spent $400 for no reason.
Yeah, and I know DJI makes some really good products because there's plenty of stuff that I would like to have from them, especially their camera that can see around corners.
Oh, wow.
I don't understand how it works, but it's a 360 degree view.
Oh,
and there's a guy that Dagan and I knew from the Flip app, and he used that particular camera from DJI, and he would film himself when he was running. He was a jogger, and you always saw him running, and he had, let's see, let me make sure I get my hand in the shot. He always had his hand up like that as he's running, and it looked weird, obviously. And he did a video and said, let me tell you about my setup here. And he showed us, he's got a camera set on a tripod or something, video what he was using that camera, and it totally eliminated the selfie stick that he had it on.
Yeah.
All you saw was his hand.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, that is just, and he says, and you see, I can move it around and this and that. And it's like, that guy has got badass equipment. I mean, he's got a selfie stick that extends into a tripod that's like 6 feet tall or a little over 6 feet tall.
Right.
And it's a sturdy one.
Oh, yeah.
I've got a tripod over here that I've only got it opened up to maybe 2 feet, and it's still not that sturdy on my desk.
Right.
And if I opened it up all the way up, it's probably like between 5 and 6 feet. It's not sturdy. Now, my better tripod I have, I found out it opens up taller than I thought it did. Just didn't realize there were extra extensions, but I'm not going to go there. But it's real sturdy, but it's got the big legs on it. And it's, it's not it's not a Temu product. Let's just put it that way.
Right.
And, most of the time you get what you pay for when it comes to some of those things. Because it was a company we used to deal with that their motto was, cheap ain't cool and cool ain't cheap.
That's true. That's true right there.
Okay. Yeah, AI police officers. That sounds interesting. I wonder if I could be an AI police officer. Although, speaking of AI, I forwarded a video to a few friends that I thought was hilarious. And it's obviously AI because Fred Rogers has been dead for quite a few years, but it's Mr. Rogers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it's funny. That's all I can say about it. I don't want to get in trouble or anything, but I'll have to shoot it to you. But anyway, I digress. Okay, so it's Pixels by Pits. So what services do you offer? Do you offer services, or is this
No.
just a hobby at the moment?
So, like I was saying earlier, I had a computer when I was a kid. I started computer repair, and at one time, I tried to do a small company called ICE It. So, ICEIT, and it
ICE
stood
IT?
for and it in case of an emergency, IT. That's what it stood for, and I
Oh,
just got to a certain point where customers they wanted too much for the price, per se. They didn't respect the boundaries, and so I had people showing up at 10 o'clock at night. Hey man, my computer's broke. I need you to fix it right quick. No, no, you need to go home and go to bed because it's 10 o'clock. Go watch a movie. Go, it's not the end of the world. Go, we'll get it tomorrow, maybe.
yeah.
But I quit for a little while and then picked it up again. But now pretty much, I mean, friends and family, as far as computer repair goes, friends and family. But got into websites. So, I had two prior beard companies, and that was not my forte. My forte was formulating and knowing what oils did what and what butters did, and if you formulate. So, and making sure that I was in the legal realm of IFRA and stuff like that. So, that wasn't my forte. My buddy, my partner, he did all that. That was because back in the day it was more code than it is click 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 now than what it is. And so I just let him. He loved doing that. I just let him do it. I loved formulating and just went with that. But then when I branched out and did the candles, it was like, hey, you got to step up your game. And the way that I thought about it was that it was made by man, and so any man can do it. It just takes a little time to learn, but it was made by man, and any man can do it. So I started. I learned, did my research like I always do. And okay, this company does this. This company has that feature, and then started. I built my first website, and some people liked it, and then I built another website, and then I built another website, and then I'm not saying I'm professional or anything, but I've built a few, and people have enjoyed the ones that I've done. So and that kind of wraps the whole photography, videography into one, because it takes pictures, it takes video, it takes all that stuff, video editing. I mean, it really does. I'm not really good at the whole editing the photos part yet. You got to know your software, because your software isn't just another hammer or another screwdriver that you got to learn how to use. And so I hadn't sat down and just, okay, we're going to learn this piece of software. But then it's like last year, with me going and doing all the fishing. I was editing videos all the time. I was editing church videos all the time. It just little personal projects here and there. Yeah, I mean, people would pass away and be like, "Hey, I want you to do the video for the funeral." Okay, if that's what you want, I will do it. And so it just, it's a great little hobby. And so I've had to update my computer once again. You buy the tool you need at the time and then slowly upgrade. And when you use that to the max capacity, then it's time to jump up. So I've slowly done that with the little bit of hardware that I got. So
Gotcha. Well, I guess I can agree with you on that. That if it's made by man, any man can do it. But I can definitely argue that any man may be able to do it, but they probably won't do it very well.
There's times, you just, why did they do it this way? Yeah, I mean, I'm sitting there thinking, it's like, man, this could have been done a way easier way. But to one's own. I mean, that's why they make Ford and Chevy and Toyota. They all do it in a different way, even though it's the same vehicle that gets you from point A to point B.
Yeah, because just like they said in Wayne's World, Zeppelin couldn't write songs that everybody liked. That's what the Bee Gees were for.
Yep. Yep, you're right.
Yeah, and I have made a couple of funeral videos myself. I'm not going to say that editing is my forte, but I enjoy editing my videos
more than doing them.
Probably more than doing them, because I haven't, other than the teaser I did last week for last week's stream, I haven't really shot a video in a few months now.
And that's that's the whole thing with candles. It's like, okay, when you shoot 100 videos on candles, it's like, okay, what else is there? And so you got to get your creative mind flowing. It's like, oh, maybe I can get at this angle and it'll look just a little bit different, but and then sometimes it's like you just bust off into a friend's house. It's like, hey, I'm going to borrow your living room for 30 minutes. You start filming.
Well, I can think of a lot of worse things you could be filming than candles at somebody else's house.
But I mean, it's fun. At the end of the day, it's fun. You start learning a lot, and I'm not saying that I couldn't make no Spielberg movie right now at all, because there's a difference between videography and cinematography.
Yeah, cinematography. Yes.
Yeah, it's completely different. Completely different.
Well, there's a lot of things that that go into each one.
Yeah.
That are similar but not the same.
Yeah, I was going to try to do a real dramatic lighting effect with this camera today, and then I was like, oh no, I'm just gonna. This is my first using it as a webcam and everything, so I'm just going to see how good it does and go from there. So
that's probably a good idea. Baby steps.
I was trying to get all professional, and let's see. Will it do it? Will it do it? No.
You're trying to get the focus on that thing?
Yeah. Yeah. So I did a couple of photo shoots. Maybe it'll do it. Maybe not. Anyway, it's a flash drive, and I got the logo on it. Ended up buying them off of Amazon. But I've done a couple of photo shoots, and you hand all the photos over, and at that point, it's like it's just a flash drive from Walmart, and it's like, once again, you buy the right tool, a little bit more professional. So,
yep, one of us faded. Okay, there we go. Maybe.
Did I lose you?
Yeah, I'm still here, I think. And you're there, but one of us is fading in and out. I'm not sure which it is. Yes, we have technical difficulties. There we go. Yep. That damn internet.
Yeah, you could have a 4K camera, but if it ain't 4K streaming through your 1K internet, it don't help either.
Yeah, the other 3K is no good. Yeah. And but now back to the obvious thing, the Wood Pit Candle Company.
Yeah.
I understand that you are doing a little bit of experimentation, especially when it comes to the beard products.
Well, some people know the whole story, some people don't. So, like I said before, I've had two different beard companies. One of them was the Grassy Grin. It was back in like 18 when
That
we
was a
first
cool
started.
comb.
Yeah, see, we used to make these.
Oh, wow.
We used to take rare African wood, and we used to make stuff like this. And
Wow.
that was part of our deal. And there was a Chinese hacker that got into our website and held it hostage for like $8,000 or $10,000. And we're like, no, we can rebrand. We could just make a whole new company, you know. I mean, for maybe $500, you know.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
that's what we did, you know. And so the Grassy Grin went away, and that's when I reformulated, and we completely changed everything, labels, changed the name to the Beard Shack, and rolled for that for, man, like 3 or 4 strong years. I mean, it really did. And then just one thing led to another, and kind of went our separate ways. And I was like, well, you know, I really enjoy making products. And so I started the candles. And, you know, it was funny because that was, I want to say it was before COVID. Yeah, 21.
I don't remember that far back. Sorry.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like pre-COVID and post-COVID. Everything's a blur, you know, pre-COVID. So, yeah, started making candles, and then a lot of people still ask me, "Hey, you doing beard oil? Hey, you doing beard oil?" And I was like, "That's him. You know, go see him." And because I didn't want to take anything away from him, but you know, when I got a couple of phone calls, and people were like, "No, I want to buy it from you. You know, you always formulated it. You know, so I want to buy it from you." It's like, okay. So, of course, I've redone the formula twice now. You know, just I love the play. I love. I mean, if I had it my way, I had like 10 different blends. Yeah, I just love mixing, and you know, because you got different hair types and you got different skin types, and so at the end of the day, I just love formulating. And I mean, I think I've done a pretty good job with this setup here, and the scents are the same scents that we have with our candles. Now there might be a different process to the scents of that go into our beard products. They're a lot safer, but yeah, I love to formulate, love to play around. I built a Excel sheet that has probably 90 to 95% of every carrier oil that has ever been made. And I have the olenic and I have the linolenic value of each on each carrier oil. So in this spreadsheet, I can sit there and I can make 6, 12, 15, it don't matter. We put 20 carrier oils into a bottle, and I can tell you the exact olenic and linolenic value that's inside that bottle. It's crazy.
And I have no idea what that is, but I'll take your word for it.
Well, so there's like it's different fats basically, amino acids, fats, and there's two different kinds um, that are in beard oil, and there's more than that. It's just the main two that kind of deters it. Okay, is it going to be a little greasy? Is it going to be more nutrient? And you want to find a good balance in between those.
Gotcha.
And then different oils have different viscosities, and different oils have different absorption rates. And so in that spreadsheet, I've got most all that information. It's crazy, man. I'm sure that a cosmetic company has something like that, and I could probably have bought it, but I would not have learned so much without building that. So,
Gotcha. That's very interesting. And I haven't. Yeah, I've experimented, as you can see behind me, with quite a few different companies. But there's still probably 1,000 more companies that I haven't tried yet. So I don't really know what all is available. And I only know of one company that has a thicker beard oil. Viscosity is thicker than most. And I can't think of the name of it, but it's the only one I know. Everybody else is pretty light viscosity, Yeah. And I haven't used enough. I haven't put enough beard oil into my beard for it to be greasy, ever.
Right.
And I've got this old white and gray beard that, when I first started out, it was wiry. It was crazy. It was very dry, and I didn't know that products could make it feel so soft.
I mean, they were using oils back in Egypt.
Yes.
The fair. Now, granted, it wasn't as convoluted as what it is today, but I mean, they would throw oil on their face and have it.
Yes.
So the process has been around for thousands of years, but a lot of people just don't know. And that's the thing. That's just like side rant of mine is when I look at products and they, especially with butter, and they're like, "Oh, this is avocado butter, or this is aloe vera butter." No, it's not. That is some soy hydrogenated crap with either avocado or aloe vera oil with it. No, that there are only a certain amount of butters, and that is it. And if you have anything else that's in there, like I said, it just gets me going. It really grinds my gears,
Yeah. And what? Come to think of it, I've never actually used butter in my beard.
Well, and some people don't. I used to use it all the time.
I'm talking about butter, like made from cow's milk.
Oh yeah.
Butter. I wonder if that would work in a beard.
Might be a little greasy, but yeah, it would probably work.
I don't just think outside the box. There's no box where I am.
You definitely need to get the ratio of oil to butter, skewed either way. But yeah, I mean, I'm sure it would work.
But I've now that I know that there are products that work really well in my beard, I've kind of stopped experimenting. And I'm always interested in a new company and whatnot. But when you find something you like, it's kind of like me and my natural deodorant search, and that is going to be a topic for probably an entire live stream. When I deliver my rant about that.
I haven't done any of that yet. So, I found a deodorant that works with, my body, and I just use that. So
be thankful.
I have not went down the all natural way yet. I just buy the more expensive clinical version on the shelf.
Well, that stuff doesn't necessarily do me any good either. But I bought into the hype of the all natural deodorants, and I've tried many different brands. But like I said, that will be a show topic for a future date.
Yeah, I'll forget who it was back in the day. Of course, they live up north, so I don't know if it was E or if it was one of E's good buddies up north. But he said that he only uses lemon juice, and I was like, "What?" I mean, this is way back in the day, so still, I was like, whatever, man. There ain't no way that living in the South you would ever use just lemon juice. I mean, it wouldn't. You might as well go all natural. Besides that, I mean, the humidity down here is way, way worse than it is up north, and they can get away with it up there. You can't get away with it down here. I mean, I think
that's the biggest problem with natural deodorants is where we live. You're where at Carthage, I think.
Yeah, so I live in Pine Tree City. I got pines everywhere, and they just hold the humidity. Even though we have wind, they hold. I mean, those trees. Literally, the tree that fell through my house, the trunk of it was 36 inches.
Oh, so how much water? Then.
Yeah. I mean, that's a
little tree.
Yeah. So, I mean, I literally have a forest outside of nothing but pines. So, I mean, yeah, we have humidity down here, unlike up north. And so they can get away with it up there. We can't. I mean, it's just what it is.
Well, even utilizing my best good friend, ChatGPT, when I will ask ChatGPT, give me your opinion on this one or that one. And they'll say, okay, but being where you live, you may have to reapply more than once. Dude, I want to put on deodorant and be done with it for the day.
Yeah.
And almost every brand I brought up is like, okay, well, because you live in the South, you're probably going to have to apply it twice a day, et cetera, et cetera. I'm like, no. And yeah, living in the South has its pluses, but it also has a lot of challenges.
Oh yeah.
But the food's so much better down here. That much is for certain.
I've only been up to Pennsylvania once in my life, and hands down, the food is way better there than it is up there.
Well, I was a truck driver for 17 years, so I did a little bit of cross country, and now don't get me wrong, Memphis barbecue is good, but barbecue is barbecue, and barbecue isn't barbecue everywhere. But Memphis barbecue is good. Texas barbecue is great, but you're not going to find Cajun food. Well, you might find something that's being labeled as Cajun food up in Des Moines, Iowa, but it's not going to taste like down here.
Well, I mean, that's just like going to Pennsylvania and saying, "Oh, I want some Mexican food." That ain't going to happen, because the closer you are to Texas, the closer you are to New Mexico, the closer you are to Mexico, the more authentic it gets. And so the further away you get from it, it's just another version.
Yep. This is very, very true. But anyway, it looks like we have carried on over the 1 hour mark. Wow. We had a lot to discuss tonight, and it seems like time has really flown by, but I'm sure you have other business to tend to. I know I have a few things that I need to do and preparations to make to continue about with the week. But I really, really do appreciate you coming on and giving us some insights and some info. And also want to thank you for my surprise package that I got here recently. I think some of you may or may not have seen my little video, my unboxing video I did. And I guess I'm just gonna have to do a doggone product review. Killing me over here, killing me.
I'll drop a big bomb before we go.
For those of you who stayed tuned in this long, you can get something out of it.
Dagan knows because I just talked to him, but the whole reason why I was asking about the restrictor or the dropper, which, by the way, what do y'all prefer? Put it in the comments. Let us know, restrictor top or dropper. What do y'all like to use? But I'm about to do a theme. And it's going to disrupt. If I do it right, it will disrupt everything. But it's going to.
I'm not. I'm frightened.
The theme is going back to basics. So I'm gonna revamp the beard oil one last time, and it's gonna have some really good stuff, and it's gonna have some really basic stuff. I'm gonna redo the beard butter. It's gonna have some really good stuff and some really basic stuff, and we're just going to be at a really, really great price. And the packaging is pretty much, you got to buy bottles. Yeah. I don't make the bottles, but everything else, you're going to love it. You're going to love it. I got some ideas. I got some ideas. And hopefully by the end of next month, I can get everything lined out. I'm waiting on a piece of equipment to get here to help me with my labels. And once that gets here, then I'll be spot on.
That sounds exciting and adventurous.
Yeah.
And
mainly geared for 26, but you two guys probably going to let you definitely going to send y'all some stuff within the month. And so
darn.
Yeah. So you can do a review video if you want, but yeah, it's some changes about to happen.
And I know I can read her mind and her lips through the wall. My wife was saying, "Damn it, I wanted him to be doing something with candles."
Well,
oh yeah, she loves it when she sees a box that says wood pit because she just goes straight to the candles. Or if it's a beard oil that she likes to smell.
So this is a bigger tin, and I'm working on that.
Yeah, I can tell that.
That's a 14-ounce candle, and so I'm doing a burn test right now. It's not exactly where I want it, but I'm getting really close. And so new labels, yeah. Hopefully by 26 also. It's just like, man, the tree hit the house, and it really just kind of put a damper on not only my creative juices, but just the flow of getting new products out and testing. And I've got to get my spirit back up and
disrupted your flow.
Yeah, it did. It really did. When you're sitting there, have to babysit another guy to do his job. You might as well be doing it at that point. And then at that point, why are you paying this guy? So get on out.
Exactly.
Is what it is. I'm getting back into the flow of things, and man, I got some banger stuff fixing to come out, fixing to happen. I'm excited.
And I can tell you folks still tuned in, Kevin redid one of his scents, and I liked it before. I like it even better now. Now, granted, it reminds me of a similar scent that another company has, but it's a good one. So,
Hey,
it's all good. I like it. My wife likes it. My beard tends to like it.
It's funny you say that because our II captain is a Fruit Loops scent, right?
Oh, wow.
And it's the same scent that I recently got some stuff from the Hemp Wizard. I got the Serial Killer. Same scent. Same
really?
scent.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you know what they say, brilliant minds think along the same wavelength.
And I mean, his might be a little different, but from my nose and everything, I mean, at the end of the day, it's just like candles. There's only three or four wax makers in the U.S., and some of that we have to import in, so that takes like one or two of them out. And with that being said, same thing with fragrance, and there's only a few of them. I don't know how many, but I know there's less than 10. So, I mean, there might be 200 fragrance.
Oh, damn. Think we lost him again.
That are pump out everything for everyone else. So there's bound to be some of the same scents out there. Yeah, unless you're what's that guy's name? Over in California.
I have no clue. But all I was going to say is
I can't think of his name.
You can't.
Lou, not Lou. Lut. Got it on my tongue. But anyway, he's got like a perfume countertop, and he'll mix and match stuff and then send it off, get those scents made. So I mean, yeah.
Well, but you can't patent a fragrance. You can patent the formula. You can patent the formula, which I don't really think that any two people on two different sides of the country are going to come up with the same identical formula. No, the chances of that are probably about as good as me winning the Powerball, unless they know each other. But two people creating something that smells just like each other, that's highly probable.
Yeah. So anyway, but I just thought that was a neat coincidence.
Yep, but it's a great scent. And now, if I had it in other products and had it in a cologne, that'd be perfect. So everything would match in the scent. But one step at a time. I'm still hoping that someday I will talk somebody into duping my signature scent, is what I call it. It's potentially going to be my signature scent, which is a dupe of a $high cologne. That one of these days I may talk somebody into duping that scent and making it into beer products, and then I'll just buy that cologne and buy that flavor of beer products. But nothing immediate right now, because I got other stuff to do.
Oh.
I can't go spend a fortune on cologne and beard products as much as I would love to. But someday I'll win the Powerball if I ever buy a ticket.
There you go. There you go.
Well, Kevin, I want to thank you for being here with us tonight. I want to thank each and every one of you folks out there who tuned in tonight. Thank you for supporting us. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Yeah, that's right. If you haven't hit that thumbs up button, please do so. And Kevin's website, if I recall correctly, it looks like he's frozen on my screen. Oh, wait, no. He may not be frozen. Website is it woodpitcandles.com, or is it?
Yeah, woodpitcandles.com and then pixelsbypits.com. Just depends on what you
Yes.
want, what you're looking for. So
Yes, check him out. I will add that to. I don't know why I didn't put your socials in the. Man, I was slacking this week. I'm sorry, but I will have his websites in the description, and check him out. Great candles. Some really good beard products. Although I don't know. I don't have any empty bottles up there now. Yes, great beer products. Great friend and great member of the community. So, any final words?
hey, y'all be safe this week. Maybe it's your time to shine the light and help someone that in need. Just be their light.
Most definitely. Good words to live by. Yep. Everyone reaches a point in their life where it's time for them to stop having heroes and start becoming someone else's hero.
That's right.
Be a hero because you can do it.
That's right.
Good. All right. So good night, everybody. I'm glad you came. See you next week. See you
y'all
possibly
later.
Sunday night on BGG's Hangout if Dagon's not working, depending on his work schedule.